pure. That is the real nature of the self. That is the religion of thyself. We find some people very good friends, but after some time we can see the friendship is broken. We ask them, you were very good friends, what happened to you? And they would say, well, afterwards we came to know that this person was not pure at his heart. He had so much impure feelings, and so we were not comfortable in his company. So gradually we moved away. So where are we comfortable? We are comfortable where there are pure feelings, where there is purity in thoughts, where there is pure behavior. That is where we are comfortable. So that is my real nature. Impurity is not my real nature. And therefore we feel comfortable when we go to the temples, when we go to the churches. Why? Because there is a pure atmosphere. There is purity prevailing, which soothes my feelings also, which heals me from within, which makes me feel so much comfortable. So that is my real identity. When there is ego, there is misunderstandings. When there is impurity, ego and impurity are such which does not allow real love to flourish. So everybody in the world is aspiring for true altruistic love. But there is no true love. So once we can feel there is no true love, there is selfishness in this love, people do not feel comfortable from within. Wherever we sense selfishness, so the love is superficial, there is frustration created. We can never feel comfortable. So everybody needs love. And even the great souls who descended, they also talked about these values only. In every religion, people talk about these values. So somewhere in the root, all the religions are interconnected. They are one, stemming out from only one, Supreme Father. But because they went into different parts of the world, those great souls, according to the situation, they started preaching, and we started creating partitions. This is my religion and your religion, and fighting amongst in the name of religion. But each and every religion talks about these core values. To develop and come back to that real identity, and let us be pure. Let us be knowledgeful. Let us be loveful. Because where these three are, the fourth, peace prevails. We talk about world peace, but without knowledge, without purity, without love, there can never be peace. If there is ego, misunderstandings, manipulation, impurity, and selfishness, how can we establish world peace? World peace is just a dream. We say in the heavenly kingdom there was peace prevailing. Why? Because each and every soul were full of wisdom, were full of purity, and was full of love. Everybody loved one another, not just human beings, but the love for each and every creature was there. So there was world peace. And where the four are, there is happiness in the world. We all enjoy life. We all wish to live that quality of life. And when the five are there, the highest achievement in human life is bliss, anand, paramanand. And we want to experience that ecstasy, that bliss, that joy of human life. And when the six are there, the seventh, willpower. That is why we go to the temples and ask God, oh God, give me the strength. Give me the power. Which power are we talking about? Are we talking about any physical power? No, the willpower. So these are the 7 core values which each and every religion talks about in the world, and which is the religion of my real identity. I am that. I am loveful, I am peaceful, I am a happy soul. I am Sat Chit Anand. I am a powerful soul, Shakti Roop. So this is my real identity. But in today's world, we have moved away from our real identity and we have gone towards the vices. Ego, anger, lust, greed, attachment, jealousy, hatred. We have stabilized ourselves in this consciousness. And that is why there is hatred, tension, stresses, anxiety, so many ill feelings created. So God says to Arjuna, stabilize in thy swadharma. Stabilize yourself in that swadharma. Which is that swadharma? The 7 values. This is my real identity. And according to the swadharma also, you do not have to fear. You have to fight. When there is so much of potential in the soul of these 7 qualities, how can we lose the battle, the struggle that is within our lives? How can the weaknesses take over? So here again, God inspires Arjuna not for a violent war, but inspires him to fight the battle of life and to be victorious upon the weaknesses, upon the vices. As it is beautifully said in many of the religious texts, do not hate the sinner, hate the sin. Do not hurt the sinner, overcome that sin, overcome that weakness which is there within that person. In many religious texts, this is the teachings. Each and every human being who have become the embodiment of ego, anger, lust, anxiety, hatred, jealousy, overcome them with thy swadharma. And so fight to overcome this. So it's a non-violent war. God can never inspire for violence. If God would have given that inspiration, today when people do violence, there is no difference. We cannot punish them because God has also given that inspiration only. So, the Swadharma, our original Swadharma sanskaras are the 7 core values. We are the embodiment of the 7 core values. But gradually we have moved away from our Swadharma and we have become the embodiment of Pardharma. And this is where it is said, Pardharma patan ki jad hai. It is the sign of degradation. When we become the embodiment of Pardharma, what is Par? What is not my real nature? That is Par. And Swadharma, Unnati ki sidi hai. It is the ladder to elevate thyself. So this is what God inspired. Become the embodiment of Swadharma and give up the Paradharma, the anger, the lust, the ego, the hatred, the jealousy. Give up this because these are not your original qualities. So a practical art of living is being taught by God Himself in Shrimad Bhagavad Gita. But many a times we find people have this question, by being the embodiment of Swadharma, can we literally, practically live this life when there is an environment of hatred, when there is an environment of so many bad qualities? How can we practically survive? Always remember, positive is powerful than negative. Positive has power. Negative is hollow. From the superficial side, we can see as if it is gathering so much of strength, but it is hollow from within. It does not have any strength.